Today we are going to study the numerical problem from the chapter number 12, Chemical Equilibrium. Now the first numerical problem is write the rate of equation for or rate equation for the following reaction. See, this is the reaction, and student always remember rate equation is always depend upon the rate equation is always depend upon the applying the law of mass action. Means the rate equation is always written by applying the law of mass action, and in law of mass action only reactants are considered. So rate equation is always written by applying the law of mass action, and in law of mass action reactants are considered. In this reaction carbon CnO2 is the reactant. So the rate equation means rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Concentration, this square bracket show the concentration. So how to write a rate equation? Rate is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Means according to law of mass action, rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of reactant. Whenever you remove the proportional sign, you have to use the constant. Here the rate constant is K. So rate of reaction is equal to K, concentration of reactant means carbon and oxygen. Similarly, in this reaction, double quantity of chlorate, double quantity means reactant is chlorate, ClO3, chlorate, and chlorate is appear in a 2 molecule. Means here the quantity of chlorate is 2. So according to law of mass action, rate of reaction directly proportional to concentration of reactant, but the quantity of reactant is 2 molecule. That's why here using square. Means rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of chlorate raised to 2. Similarly, whenever remove the concentration sign, you have to use the equal and rate constant. So this is the question number 1. In this question, we have to write the rate equation by applying the law of mass action, which is depend on the concentration of reactant only. Now, in question number 2, see, this is the reaction nitrogen gas plus hydrogen gas reversible. This sign is the reversible sign forming ammonia gas. And we have to write the expression for Kp. Kp means, what do you mean by Kp? Kp is nothing but a equilibrium constant at partial pressure. And substitute expression for partial pressure of nitrogen and partial pressure of ammonia. So first we have to write the formula for Kp. Means partial pressure of product upon partial pressure of reactant. Kp is equal to partial pressure of product upon partial pressure of reactant. So here product is ammonia having quantity 2, P means pressure. Here reactant is nitrogen and hydrogen. Nitrogen means Pn2 and hydrogen having quantity 3, so it is PH23. See here student, it is normal bracket, it is not a square bracket. Means it is the partial pressure of ammonia divided by partial pressure of nitrogen and partial pressure of hydrogen. Always remember student, for a mixture of ideal gas, it is the ideal gas. So for a mixture of ideal gas, partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to its concentration at constant pressure. So partial pressure of each component means partial pressure of ammonia is directly proportional to its concentration at constant temperature. So what is the formula? Partial pressure of ammonia is equal to concentration of ammonia, and quantity of ammonia is 2, so it is raised to 2 RT square. Similarly, partial pressure of nitrogen means concentration of N2 RT. Partial pressure of hydrogen means concentration of H2 cube RT cube. Put this value in this formula, Kp formula. Always remember, student, this statement show these equations and put this value in the formula, means Kp. So what is the formula? Kp is equal to, so in place of partial pressure of NH3 square, we have to write concentration of NH3 square RT square. Similarly, concentration of NH3 square RT square. In place of Pn2, we have to write concentration of RT. See here, concentration of RT. In place of pH2, we have to write H2 cube RT cube. See here, we have to write this. Now keep the RT common. So from numerator RT square and denominator RT and RT cube. Means what we have to do here, we have to separate this RT. Now these 3 and this 1 4. There are 4 RT, there are 2 RT. Here whenever this value goes, means denominator value whenever goes to numerator value, so it will become it will change in the minus position. Here RT, total RT 4, and whenever it is goes in the numerator value, so it will become 2 minus 4. 2, it is 2 and it is 4. So it is 2 minus 4 and RT will become minus 2. 2 minus 4 minus 2. And this value, whenever we separate RT, means RT square is separate, RT is separate, RT cube is separate. So what is remaining here? Concentration of NH3 square upon concentration of NH2 into concentration of H2 cube. So this is the value of nothing but a value of Kc. Means equilibrium constant at molar concentration. So Kp is equal to Kc dot RT raised to minus 2. See here, student, what we have to do here, we have to first write the formula for Kp. Then we have to apply the, for a mixture of ideal gas, the partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to its concentration. Then we put this all value in the formula of Kp. Whenever we putting this value, we have to separate all RT from here. Whenever we separate RT from this formula, we will get the formula for Kp. And again here, we have to common the RT, and the values will become 2 minus 4. So it will be minus 2. So Kp is equal to Kc into RT minus 2. It is the question number 2. Now question number 3. Question number 3 is, for a chemical reaction H2 plus I2 both are in the gaseous phase, reversible to 2HI gas. Now write the reaction for Kp. So what is the Kp? Means partial pressure of HI, quantity is 2, upon partial pressure of H2 into partial pressure of I2. Means partial pressure of product upon partial pressure of reactant. Again apply the same. Means for a mixture of ideal gas, the partial pressure of each component is directly proportional to its concentration at constant temperature. So PHI is equal to concentration of HI square. We have to apply the same procedure as earlier we have did. So put this value in this formula. Within place of PHI square, we have to put concentration of HI square RT square. See here, whenever we substitute the value, we will get the formula of Kp in this form. We have to put all these values in this formula in equation number 1. So what we will get this formula. Just separate all the RT from there. So RT square is separate, RT is separate. So RT into RT will be RT square. Whenever it will be shifted to numerator position, so it will become minus 2. So 2 minus 2 means 0. So this value will become 1. And whenever we separate RT from this formula, we will get this, which is nothing but a formula of Kc. means concentration of product upon concentration of reactant is nothing but a formula of Kc. So it means that Kp in this reaction, Kp is equal to Kc. Kp is equal to Kc. Now, question number 4. Write the equilibrium expression for the decomposition. Decomposition means breaking of baking soda. Baking soda means NaHCO3, which is also known as sodium bicarbonate. Baking soda is also known as sodium bicarbonate, and we have to write the equilibrium constant expression for the reaction. Now see, what is the reaction? To decomposition of sodium bicarbonate. So the reaction is 2 NaCO3 solid reversible to sodium carbonate. See, it is the sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, or baking soda. It is sodium carbonate, it is carbon dioxide, and it is water. So what is the formula actually? Kc means equilibrium constant at molar concentration. Concentration of product upon concentration of reactant. Concentration of product means concentration of Na2CO3, concentration of CO2, concentration of H2. Upon concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant means concentration of sodium bicarbonate having quantity 2 means square. Now what is the unit of Kc? Kc is equal to mole per decimeter cube delta N. Delta N means, always remember student, delta N means number of moles of product, gaseous product, minus number of moles of gaseous reactant. Now just observe this, it is the solid form, so no use. It is the solid form, so no use. There is no use of sodium carbonate in the solid form and sodium bicarbonate in the solid form in delta N formula. Delta N formula is number of mole of gaseous product minus number of mole of gaseous reactant, and these two are in the solid form. So it will become, there is no apply of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. So what do you mean by it? It means that delta N is 0 and Kc has no unit. Means what is remaining here? Here remaining Kc is equal to concentration of CO2 gas, concentration of H2O gas. That is only product, no reactant. And in product also there is no use of sodium carbonate. It means that Kc has no unit. So it is the question number 4. It's all about the numerical problem of chemical equilibrium. Student, there are in this chapter 4 problems are there. Four numerical problems are there in chemical equilibrium, which we have studied in this chapter. I hope you understand. In the next lecture, we will study the next numerical problem from the chapter of states of matter. Thank you so much.